8.53 pounds of baby back ribs. This next part, what I'm going to be doing is removing the membrane off of the back. You definitely do want to practice that because it doesn't ever cook down, it doesn't do anything, it just stops the smoke and flavor from getting from the back side of the rib. You definitely want to make sure you take that off. So, I take a paper towel, and start from the top, right here. Just pull it with your finger, get under it, and get the paper towel under it. Don't want that. So I've already kind of pre-cut myself a couple of paper towels. Again, starting in the middle, get under it, all the way to the other side, get the paper towel under it. Why paper towel? Well, you can use anything you want, just paper towel has been easier for me to grip. It's pretty slippery. That's all she wrote. So I generally keep the dry hand, wet hand method. So this hand's touching the meat, and this right hand is the dry part. What I do at this point is kind of pat them down, dry a little bit because I don't like them too slippery. I'm gonna put the mustard on. Alright, now we're ready to begin. What I'm going to do is trim them up. Any excess hanging meat you don't want on there because it will burn. Anyways, you don't do a lot of trimming on these ones. This end over here needs to be, make sure they are not too fat because then it'll be undercooked while the other side is overcooked. Now, St. Louis style ribs, they will be done differently. They really don't require too much trimming. They're not spare ribs, so we're good with a little trim snip here, little trim snip there. Alright. Now, the next step, mustard. Smidgen, just to coat lightly. And you're doing both sides. You don't get too technical here. We're just putting a nice thin layer so that you have something for the rub to stick to. You really do not taste the mustard whatsoever. So, in case somebody's asking, well, why do you put mustard? You can't taste it. Well, it's to help with the smoke ring, because it helps with the vinegar, because it does break it down. The smoke ring will be more prominent. And of course your rub will stick to it. It won't fall off when you're moving around. seasonings, no secret. We're going to go first with a nice light coat, evenly, of onion powder. We got some celery salt. That first one was garlic powder. This is onion powder. Now we're going to use ground pepper, just a light coat. And then we're going to go with a light coat of paprika. Again, nothing crazy. Just a light coat. This is more for color than anything. And rub that in there. Now the last thing we do that you're going to see that's not done anywhere else is the coarse black pepper. We do coarse black pepper. Gives it a really good flavor. A little crunch to it. And now I'm going to repeat on the top side. Odor is not important. What's important is the nice, thin, even layer. And then the last thing that I'm going to do in the top and not really so much the bottom is brown sugar. And don't worry, this brown sugar I use for just ribs only, so I don't use it for anything else. I can put my wet hand in there. And all I'm doing is putting a nice even coat so that it touches the entire top pieces of the meat. And that's what you got. As you notice, when I picked it up, nothing fell off because the mustard really does its job. Now I'm going to repeat.